What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Do you have a trim or tailgate piece that's falling off because you or somebody you know decided to pull too hard on it and rip it apart? Yeah, that's what happened to me. So today we're gonna fix this. To do that, I ordered a trim repair kit from FCP Euro. The link will be in the description. And it comes with a few different parts here. We have a clear tail light cover or license plate light cover, which is very good actually, with the new foam gasket, a new trim piece that actually bolts to the car, a new gasket with an adhesive backing, and a new trim piece, which I don't need because I'm going to be removing my old trim piece because I don't want to have to go get that painted. That's too much of a hassle for me, and I'm sure it is for a lot of you all as well. The tools that you need: a screwdriver with a Torx T20 bit. There will be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 screws that you have to remove. But because my trim piece is already broken, I believe only 1 screw has to be taken out before it falls apart. So as we take a look at the failure here, we see that the plastic had broken away from the mounting plate here, causing the trim piece to fall down. I hate BMW plastic. Now, the next thing to do is to unclip the license plate light harness, which you can't access from here because they like to make your life difficult. So now we have to go to the inside of the car. For touring owners, you will grab a screwdriver or plastic panel remover tool, pry up where these little notches are, and this piece should just fall right out. Now behind the foam piece, you will see a connector with 3 wires coming out, and that is our license plate connector. Be careful when you disconnect this because if you have the trim piece hanging like I do, it'll fall. If your trim panel is not completely broken, I would suggest leaving 1 or 2 screws in so that once you remove the harness, the trim panel does not fall. For me, I left this side in there, in that hole, and now I can remove the trim panel. Now I can remove the trim panel. This harness was caught on the inside, so make sure that everything is free and not jammed up. And we have performed the first step of removal. Now, disassembly. Taking a look at the replacement piece, you can see that there is an adhesive strip here, as well as a few hook clips. So that means that our piece is taped on, as well as a few clips. So we're gonna try to get this off without breaking it. So if we take a look here, there is some glue or some type of adhesive or something impeding our success. And it's holding my painted panel on. So I'm gonna have to find a way to dig this out. It seems pretty soft. So maybe a heat gun and a screwdriver. There's another one on this side. Slow and steady wins the race. Because if you pull on it too hard, you will lose. All right, Pro Tool time. You see that tape? That's the same adhesive that they sent with the new piece. I didn't want to have to do this. BMW, if you made your cooling systems out of this stuff, we wouldn't have near as many problems. Halfway point. minor casualty. Mission complete. Yep, just as I suspected. Looks like they added a little bit more glue to help this thing stay on. But our trim piece came off in one piece with minimal damage. I may have broken this or that. Minor damage. Now that our original trim piece is cleaned up, we can start removing the tape. And based on what I have experienced trying to remove that other piece, I feel that any extra adhesive is not necessary. I think this tape will do just fine. All right, everything is flush, looks good. And I took a play out of BMW's book and added hot glue to a couple of what I would consider key locations there for the strain relief, and so the wires don't come loose, and on the edges and the tabs so that the end pieces don't come loose. And I think we're good to go. We're gonna add our foam gasket. Make sure your orientation is the correct way because this stuff is very sticky. Slide the harness in through first. Turn. I'm gonna start with the middle. Make sure the letters are facing toward the colored trim. Now we can put this back on the car. While your trim panel is off, now would be a good time to wipe all that crud out. Now we can install our new trim piece. Harness goes in this hole. And make sure it comes out the other side. Line up the tabs. Should click nicely into place. Much better. New trim piece installed. Nice and solid. The other one was a little fragile, I admit, but we're back in business. After you got this piece screwed in, let's go into the interior. Get our harness. Put our foam insulating material that I destroyed, but it's gonna get replaced during my sound deadening install, so I don't care. And let's give it a test. Nice. Now you can reinstall this trim panel. And that concludes the install of our trunk switch. You no longer look clapped out. Thanks for watching, people. If you like that video, hit the like button. If you like the content, consider subscribing, and I'll see y'all in the next video.